What it do, Huddle Talk crew, man. Welcome to another episode, man, number 27. We had to think about it, but we've been doing so many episodes, man. It's like, we're out here, though.
Yeah, tell the people why we've been gone. So for everybody who needs to know, this.
How about you tell the people why you guys have been gone?
So Christmas vacation, some of us got a little sick, some of us had to quarantine. It's no big deal. It's all good.
Nah, me though. Dodging that like Neo.
Explain to me how you work in like a high, like people coming and going.
Right? Yeah, I don't know.
And you didn't get it.
I don't know.
If anything, he probably just already had it, didn't know. And now he's bragging about like.
That's exactly it.
Like
you did have it at one point, probably like 4 months ago.
If it doesn't show, it never happened.
Maybe you just can't get through like coconut oil.
My thick skin. That's what
exactly.
Yeah,
you're properly moisturized.
Yeah, man.
And the COVID is just like, no, this guy takes care of himself.
Just bounces off me, bro. That's what it is.
Exactly.
That's what it is, bro. I got a force field around me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Protective layer. Take your vitamins.
So basically, you picked that over time travel.
Yeah, I think this type of time, you gotta choose your health before traveling.
Well, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that one we talked about? I was thinking. Remember the movie War of the Worlds?
Yeah.
And at the end, it was just the bacteria that ended up killing the aliens. Just for complete spoiler, no spoiler alert. But imagine you go back in time and you time travel.
Yeah.
And one of the things that kills you is just like you don't have exposure. To your immune system. I don't know if I'm sure it would work going backwards.
Yeah.
It definitely wouldn't work going forward.
No, not at all.
Because you probably get the immunity, right?
Yeah.
If you time travel in the future, bro, you'd be a brittle carrot, man.
Man.
Everything.
Every little thing will kill you.
That's it.
Yeah.
So the reason I bring that up, I want to just get right into it.
Okay.
So one of these articles I was sitting on for a while. So you guys know that there was a dancing plague, and specifically mentioned in history books, dancing plague of 1518.
What the hell?
This was a time, and this took place in France, and it was reported, and there's evidence and documents of this. Villagers would dance themselves to death.
Get out.
They would dance themselves to death.
Twerk to death.
And you said this was France?
This is in France.
And they said white people have no culture. We had so much, we got rid of ourselves.
I mean, the French are a little flavored.
We cultured ourselves to death.
all the most cultured people die. That's
trying to be as hip as possible. End up in a grave.
They were just crumping.
I think it's time you should take a break. No, we're going hard.
So basically, there was estimated between documented between 50 to 400 people over the course of a couple of days that took place in this.
In a couple of days,
they would literally dance for days, and then they would fall over and die of just exertion and dehydration.
Wow.
Yeah. So what people ended up finding is back in the Middle Ages. So there's something called ergot, which is a fungus that will grow on grain. Or rye.
Yeah.
So what would happen in the Middle Ages is it would be this little like neurotoxic growth. Okay. But one of the things that, hopefully I'm explaining this right, ergot breaks down into is the chemical compound of LSD. So basically what happens is it's a very like neurotoxic fungus, but it also gets you high as shit.
Right, okay.
So basically what would happen is if these people didn't properly look for the grain that had ergot in it and they didn't separate it, obviously
they're in the clouds.
You're messed up. So they would eat it, and so it would basically be infected on bread or like raw grains or whatever. Yeah. So these people in this township, basically that was what happened. They all had this pretty much poison bread and they were dancing on acid and they danced themselves to death and they were so fucked.
Wow.
So they had no idea what was going on. So imagine everybody's peaking, high off their minds,
and the first thing they think of is dancing.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't the first thing, but it's just like everybody's dancing, and somebody probably was like, "This is the way to fix it. Eat more bread.
We gotta sweat it off. We gotta sweat it off, guys. I'm telling you. So just one more crump.
Yeah.
I promise you're tutting too. But imagine, bro, it's funny. History, humanity is no stranger to plagues and all that. You had all those mass events, but I find that this is hilarious.
Yeah, because what are the chances, man? That you die of something like that, dancing to death. Who knew that?
So if we had our time travel, that'd definitely be a time I want to go back to.
Dude,
why? You gonna be the dance instructor?
Yeah, I mean, how is that not something that's covered in 1,000 Ways to Die?
Yeah, no, honestly,
that'd be a good one. I watched that episode.
You just brought back history, man.
Yeah, 1,000 Ways to Die, man. I remember there was one episode. There was this guy that he was taking his girlfriend. I think it was like prom night.
Of course.
So they're walking up to her door. He's about to give her, that kiss, before the night ends, right?
Yeah.
So right as he's about to like lean in and kiss her, the guy just drops dead.
Okay.
Apparently a couple blocks away there was a party and somebody let off a shot in the air and that bullet so happened to come and just hit him on the head and he drops down and dies. It was so
What?
crazy. I was like, what are the chances of that?
Yo, that happens.
That's nuts, though.
Sometimes.
On Reddit, I saw a post. Somebody did it after New Year's, and they posted a photo of their deck,
Yeah.
and there's a bullet straight into their deck
No.
because people were shooting guns and they're like,
Wow.
yeah. This was literally like 3 weeks ago on Reddit. Somebody posted something like this.
Sometimes when you can't, your fireworks be expensive. So in America, you just got
Shoot
the guns.
bullets.
Just
Yeah.
start-
In the
Bro,
air.
I'm just going to go to Walmart and pick up a gun, you know. It's-
What goes up must come down.
Yeah.
yeah, let this thing go. That's actually, I was like, yo, what? Imagine you die like that. It's like,
Oh,
how
it's
unlucky
awful.
can you get?
Awful.
You know?
Dude.
That's bad, man.
That's like the closest thing to like a factory reset that you can get.
a factory reset that you're not coming back from. I'll tell you that much.
It'd be like those.
Wiped you out completely, not just your memory, fam. Just wiped you out.
It's
Yeah.
like the little parody sketches of that again. Our favorite security officer. Who will like flip the gun around, and so it's people taking his advice, and so they do their
Detroit
own
urban
video.
survival training.
So they'll like, oh, okay, all I
Dale
need to
Brown.
do is put my hand in front of the trigger or something
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
right? So they do it, and then all of a sudden they're in heaven, right? Yeah, and they're like looking around, like, what the hell happened?
You know what's so funny? So this dancing plague, you know, I always see memes, right? Of like, you know, people when they go to concerts and then they're at the concert and they see like an artist that died.
Yeah.
You know, at the concert, they're like, wait a minute. A Juice WRLD concert? And he looks around, he figures that he's in heaven.
Yeah, that is pretty funny.
Yo, man. You know, 1,000 Ways to Die, man, was one of the best shows growing up. That and Fear Factor. I used to watch that all the time. And there was another episode. It was so stupid. Like, so there's like this mechanic, right? He's on his break.
Okay.
So this guy's sitting on the tire, right?
Yeah.
Of like, I think it was like he was fixing a truck. So he's sitting on the tire on his brake. So this idiot, he was pumping air into the tire. He forgot to take out the pump, right?
Okay.
So he's sitting there, he's going through his magazine. I don't know if this is some spice that the show added to it, but the guy was like basically like
Jerking off.
like, yeah, jerking off to like an
Oh,
X-rated
God.
magazine,
Okay.
right? So he's sitting there doing his thing, going at it. Meanwhile, this thing is inflating, right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't know. So he's sitting there, and then suddenly the thing blows up, and he dies on the spot, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Wait, he was in the car though?
no, he wasn't in the car. He was
just
just taking
left-
on a
left the
break. And
tire?
he was sitting on the tire, waiting for it to, you know.
I believe that could happen.
God.
I was like, you got to be more mindful of your surroundings. bro.
Dude, I
Like, don't
remember
go out like that
Yeah, Spike TV
with
though.
your dick out.
Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
true. But Spike TV is just crazy to me, man. That like they marketed it just like flat out, like TV for men. Go fuck yourself, you know. And it was. I remember specifically, it was Channel 32, man. And
Oh, yeah,
and it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
it was like if there was ever like a commercial break on Spike, I would flip down to Much Music, to Channel 29.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's just like that was the closest like home point.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that
So
you
that
would
if your
skip to.
parents walk in,
Yeah, yeah.
you gotta change. Yo,
Yeah.
even I even used to find the monster truck show fascinating.
Which one?
The big ass monster trucks. Remember?
Dude, that was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that was so lit. I remember because even like as a kid, I had like a fascination with like those trucks. I used to buy them. What was the company called again, man?
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Man,
Well, that's you
super
know
throwback.
when the setting came out on controllers, where now you could, instead of like having to manually switch or go down and up channels, you could actually go back to the last channel you visited.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Started doing
yeah,
that was clutch in
Yeah,
terms
yeah,
of. But
yeah,
then
yeah.
you know
You
sometimes
said-
if you have real strict parents, they might come over and check with.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, no.
And so now you gotta
Is that
go
what
one
you were
more
going
back.
through? No. Yeah, they're doing too much.
Yeah, they're doing too much.
They're doing the most.
They
out
gotta
there.
catch you on that.
Yeah.
That's one of those things too. Like, man, growing up, people will. I guess it's like the same way. Like, I don't want to get juicy with nostalgia, but like
Yeah.
the oldest sibling always had the remote.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, of
Yeah,
course,
yeah,
of course.
yeah.
And
of
it
course.
was. It
Yo,
was
why
just
are you
the
even
way that-
asking for it?
It was just the way that it worked.
Yeah,
Like,
we're
you didn't-
watching this and it's happening.
It was
Yeah,
just
no
like
choice.
by rule of law, the oldest sibling got the remote.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. And you know, you had to ask, please change it. I want to see what's on. I just want to check. Right?
Can you go to the guide, please? What time is it coming on?
I just want to see if SpongeBob's on.
You look at the slots. Okay, it's coming on at 8:30.
yeah.
Okay,
15 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
That was crazy, man.
Yeah.
That was actually like a nice way to live, though.
Oh yeah, it
Times
was.
are simpler.
Easier, man. A lot
Exactly,
easier.
yeah. And at least you knew when your shows were coming on, so you can like at least navigate your day, according to that.
plan
like,
your day.
Yeah, plan your whole day around it. 8:00, Dragon Ball Z's coming on. Nobody talk to me.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
Yeah, good times, man.
So, like 1,000 Ways to Die. What were some of the other funny shows on
Was it Spike TV?
Spike TV, man. What were
Yeah.
some of the other funny shows?
Damn, I can't.
They had Fear Factor on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fear Factor was on Spike. Yeah.
Yeah, Fear Factor. But yo, I feel like Fear Factor, they were doing way too much though.
Just to like freak people out.
yeah, like
What do you mean?
how
The
gonna-
show had like 14 seasons.
The thing that blew my mind about Fear Factor is I feel like they were paying their contestants, and you had to win, right? To get paid.
And I don't even think the money was that much.
No, they're paying them like UFC fighters. Like Joe Rogan was the original Dana White, bro. This man's like, you have to put your life on the line. I'm gonna give you $50K.
He brought his ideology.
They're getting paid a 1-year salary to put their life, and they have to win too. Like,
bro, I'm not sitting in a tub of snakes, cockroaches, and whatever else for $50K, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
For 13 seconds, I'm good. I'll pass.
What would the scariest thing be though? Like if you had to pick one of the things.
Though,
bro,
just whenever it was tubs of like scorpions or snakes and stuff like that.
Eating challenges.
Eating challenges.
I don't challenges.
Okay.
Where like you have to eat like fucking bull testicles.
That's not bad.
See,
though.
that's not scary.
Not
it's just gross.
That's for
but it's
me
not
where I draw the
scary.
line.
But it's not scary.
Yeah.
So you'll do it for money.
That's nuts.
Literally.
Wow.
But like I don't mind the other stuff. Like but like the bugs. So I don't mind bugs with shells. Like scorpions, cockroaches are kind of like middle ground. Like I don't want to touch them. It's disgusting. Just the idea of them.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
When you start talking about like mealworms and like jelly things and things that squish, nah, bro.
It's the things that squish are pretty nasty.
Slimy ones. That's disgusting.
And the other thing was the spiders, bro. I couldn't do it.
Throw
the
hands.
Spiders? Yeah, I'm throwing hands. There's no way you're gonna put me, bro. All they give you is goggles and say, "Yo, just figure it out." What?
Just so they can't get into your eyes. They can get anywhere else.
Yeah.
Do you remember the myth though? Like, oh, you swallow 8 spiders a year when you're sleeping.
Oh, yeah.
I've never heard of that.
No,
What?
not 8 spiders a year. 8 spiders in your lifetime.
No, it was a year.
Never.
No.
So okay,
cap.
so you heard different lies.
Cap.
It's not cap. It's we know it's all cap.
There's
They're
no way you're
saying-
swallowing 8 spiders in a year.
Yes, you are.
No, it's in a lifetime, not
No.
a year.
Yeah,
It's in a
exactly.
year.
I would believe in lifetime.
It's per year.
Exactly. No,
It's
it's
per
not.
annum.
No.
It's per annum.
Per annum. Okay.
You got a
Okay.
spider problem in your house
Yeah,
if you're swallowing
facts.
8.
How could I lie if I say it's per annum? Right? I could make that up.
Yeah, Google fact check me, bro. No, but they were. I agree with the squishy part.
Yeah.
The worms was too much. What else did they make them do? Like the smoothies. Remember the smoothies?
Yeah.
That they
those
made
disgusting.
them. Yeah, blend all of this nasty stuff like brain and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People call it a delicacy now, but back then, man, if you want a 50K, you're gonna have to eat this whole.
Yeah.
It's nasty.
What's the nastiest thing you guys have eaten?
nastiest thing?
Does ass count?
No.
Oh my god.
No. You have to swallow it.
Yo.
You have to swallow it and chew it.
Dude, stop. Were you swallowing chewing stuff?
My point remains.
Okay. We're talking
Yo,
like
certified freak.
we're
bro.
talking like a delicacy. Stop. Stop.
It's delicate, all right.
I'm not gonna lie.
What's the nastiest thing you guys have eaten?
Nastiest thing.
Like eyeballs, heart, liver.
Never had those things actually. Never.
Liver. We've had liver. Yeah, I've had
Liver's
liver.
all right. That's
Eyeballs,
normal.
brain.
It's so dry.
I've had chicken hearts.
Chicken heart. Yeah, I've had that too.
It's like Brazilian. Like,
My heart is normal though. That you can't. It has to be something that's not like maybe like raw food,
like what?
like raw, like.
Like the Liver King? You guys see that fucking guy?
Yo, that guy's going crazy on TikTok. What's up with that guy? First
Okay,
of all, he's on
basically-
roids.
So first of all, he's on like a massive
What the
amount.
fuck are you
He's
doing?
on a massive
Why are you
amount
talking
of
about this
HGH.
natural life?
So he's on a massive amount of HGH.
Yeah,
Like fuck, he's like. So the biggest way to tell if somebody's on HGH,
bro, the guy's
man,
red as shit.
red as
Who-
shit.
is
His blood pressure is disgusting.
Yeah.
You know, Liver King. The guy is like not
joke.
looking so hot.
No, he's looking hot actually. He's burning up. He's red as hell.
That's true.
Tomato man.
But man, this guy will have like a jar full of like raw meat, right?
Yeah.
And he's doing this shit, not fermenting it,
Yeah.
but he's eating like the raw meat and shit. He's like, this is part of like the caveman diet. This is the best thing. It's like, I don't know. Everybody's allowed that. Everybody's allowed 15 seconds of fame. I'm not gonna say they're not, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know that. Like the shock value. There's also for whatever reason. So I deleted Instagram like 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
And life has been good.
Respect it.
You know, but prior to that, what I had a bad habit of is I would go through these holes. So I started with Hasbullah, and Hasbullah. So let me get this.
That's
out.
a dark
We
hole,
all,
brother.
we all went through that hole together.
This is a dark hole, fam.
So I started with Hasbullah, all the videos, right, of him throwing the punches and what, right? So I started doing that, and then like the Turkish chef guy,
Yeah, yeah.
Susan
Oh my
Burke,
God.
who I
That
smiles.
makes-
That makes
They're
everything
soft-footed.
huge,
Bro,
for no reason.
And so I realized it was all the people in Turkey in this area of the world
Yeah.
are copying what he does. So I started getting into this hole of like constantly being recommended these people like poor ass parts of the world, but just like platters full of spices and shit that
Right,
they were
right,
making.
right.
So anyways,
Just
man,
trying to go viral.
trying to go viral, same like this guy. So I got to this point where I was in like Turkey, and it was like, dude, they would take shit and they would like boil it in like goat's stomach, and it was like the membrane of it, like, you know when you go to the dollar store and you can get like a squishy ball and you squeeze it and like it comes out.
Yeah, it comes out of your fingers.
That's what a goat stomach looks like. So bro, they put meat in the goat stomach and they cook it, and these guys just eat it with a knife and fork, and it's disgusting. But it's one of those things where it's just like you watch it and you're like, this is so nasty,
bro. I could not, right? I could not, bro.
And you can't stop.
I think another thing with food is the smell. If the smell
turns you off right away,
you're out. Like something like that sounds like it stinks,
bro. It's just the look of it is disgusting.
Oh my god, bro. But they like, just like you said, like in Turkey, I think everybody is trying to go viral when it comes to food stuff.
Bro, everybody wants clout.
Because they even do the whole ice cream thing. I don't know if you came across that one.
That shit makes me sick, bro.
So
that's so annoying,
bro.
I wouldn't. It's not worth it, bro. It's so stupid.
But with the same shit happens here, right? Drake blows up, and everyone wants to be the next Drake, or use those same kind of sounds or beats, or you know.
But that's
Toronto's guilty of that.
No,
shit
but
too.
at least
like every place does.
At least that cooking is a skill. Like if you're gonna put something on the plate, you're gonna shove something up. Okay, I get it. You know.
But Salt Bae isn't all that talented either, bro.
I heard his food actually sucks.
Yeah. Everyone that
how could it be good?
Most people go there, they come back with just laughing at the situation.
Shitty reviews, right?
Yeah, they go there just to witness it.
I think it's more of like, capture this moment type of thing.
He's got to have an expiration date, right?
He does.
You would think, no,
but I'm surprised it hasn't.
Now he opened one in London.
Bro, it's just.
But there's no way it's going to be successful for long in London. I don't think so, man.
You would be surprised, bro. A lot of people, despite how the food tastes, they'll just go there because of the name.
Throw a bit of gold on there, and your steak is $2,000.
Exactly, and throw it up on social media. Oh, this guy's he's living different.
We're hitting a point, man. So like, interesting enough, like I remember, I always love talking to little kids because they have like such an incredible perspective.
Yeah,
and they will always tell you the truth.
It's genuine.
They will always tell you the truth, right? So what's really interesting, and this is something that like, I always try to understand, like, what are you using? Like, where do you watch your videos? What do you find entertaining, right? So one of my little nephews, instead of TikTok now, I asked him. So he used to always be on TikTok, and he's like 7, right? Now he goes right to YouTube and goes to YouTube Shorts.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, why not TikTok? He's like, I don't know. I like this more. I'm like, why do you like it more? He says, I don't know.
They don't. No, they don't. They always say that.
But like, it doesn't matter why he doesn't know. It doesn't, like, I'm curious. If you take many kids, like, do you find, like, bottom line, like, it used to be like, I remember growing up, like, stay away from electronics and computers and all that. Yeah. Now it's just like, it's inevitable. Right. Our fucking cat that we just got, we're giving her the iPad. We're putting a little mouse game on there.
No way.
And she's fucking playing with the mouse. So it's just like, bro, you can give babies a tablet. You can give kids a tablet. You can give your damn
cat a tablet.
And it's entertaining for her. And she'll just sit. It's a bad habit we've actually started because she'll just sit in front of the phone and tap it. And then she doesn't understand when you're on the phone and something. She thinks she still thinks it's a game.
It's going to be on there.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. It's just wild to know, like, clout. It's like, we are not separating from the digital space.
No.
Like, I know I that's not anything mind-blowing, but it's just very sobering.
It's just going to get a lot worse. A lot worse. Because now with TikTok, like, I think, like, before when we had, when you use Twitter, like, you'll be able to get to a point where it would say, no more
Take
tweets,
a break
right?
or
No, at the bottom it would say, like, no more tweets.
To
like,
show.
You've scrolled for too long, right?
Yeah.
Right?
You hit the end.
But
There's
now
no
with
end.
TikTok, there's absolute no end, bro.
No
You're
end
just going to keep
TikTok,
scrolling, and you'll see 2 hours gone. And like, what?
The one thing I don't understand, though, is like all the articles I keep seeing about the metaverse, everybody's trying to make it seem like a bad thing.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg's version of this is terrible. Like, we're going backwards in time. This is terrible. And I just saw a Reddit post. Somebody's like, oh, in Soviet, a tech entrepreneur from Soviet Union says this is what the propaganda was like growing up.
Yeah.
It's the same type of people who were like, yo, internet was bad before 1999. Internet is terrible. Like, I think we're going to have to learn to live with it.
I mean, in the moment, it was great. Looking back, everything sounds like, okay, yeah, that was horrible. Like, why were you guys using that?
Yeah.
Well, you guys were using dial-up internet. Yeah, but it worked for us,
Yo, so the crazy thing is, I was watching this dude while I was sick. There's this game called Rust.
Okay.
And the whole premise of Rust, there's no points, there's no scoring, there's no interface, there's no like matchmaking, nothing. Okay. There's a world like Minecraft. Imagine you go in and you start with nothing. You're a naked guy, like with one cloth, and like pretty much you pick up a rock and you can use a rock to break a tree. Yeah. And then you can break a tree to like build a hut. And then when you build a hut, you can build other resources, right? So the point of it is there's no point, right? But the idea is thousands or hundreds of people, I don't know what it is, will go on this map. And eventually you can get enough resources that you can start building bow and arrows. And then when you get bow and arrows, you can start hunting bigger animal. And you can get stronger and all that shit. Right? But bottom line, I was started watching these videos over the break, and it's hilarious to me. And the reason I bring it up is I think this is going to be one of the first ways that VR really, like, people realize, holy shit, it's going to bring back a sense of nostalgia. Because when we were kids, we would go outside and we'd play cops and robbers.
Yes.
Right? And you play these games, you'd build snow forts, and it would be them versus us. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bottom line, what happens in this game is you go into these lobbies, and I love proximity chats. Yeah, it's proximity chat, and it's people just hanging out with no objective, just killing time. So bottom line, you start seeing people build up bases, and then you hear shots, and it's like 5 guys will get together and team up, and they'll be like, okay, here's our base, let's share it, let's go get those guys. And then eventually you'll find there's people with like massive bases, and like they've crafted up to like machine guns and shit. So they're like 10 guys with like a bow and arrow are gonna try and get that one guy, because once you get the gun, like, you get significant advantage.
Reminds me, it's like similar to that game Age of Civilization. You guys remember that one?
Yeah.
I never played that.
But man, imagine like it's just people organically. Like, you'll find people proximity chatting, and they'll be like, "Don't kill me, I'll give you wood if you give me this." Right? And it's the most organic type of shit.
Yeah.
So knowing Michael, he would have meant something else by wood.
Let me show you.
Let me live, and I'll give you some wood.
Come in my fort. But bro, like, these people will eventually like go crazy, and I love it, because the cool thing about it is it never shuts off. So basically, if you go to bed, you don't log out. When you log out, like, the server's still active, so people can attack your shit.
Oh, that's
break your base.
Hell? How do you put it on? How do you put that shit on?
You gotta
disappear, bro.
So you and your teammates gotta do shifts.
They literally will do shifts. So you find people who live in a different time zone to guard your base.
Bro, I'm about to take a nap real quick, fam. Hold it down.
Please, Sven, please.
Yeah, exactly. Right? So it's crazy to me that if you think about that, imagine getting the buddies together in VR.
Yeah.
And you guys fuck around throwing rocks at each other.
That'd be so lit.
And it would be so organic, because it's just like, you listen to people play it, and they're just having conversation. They're just being like humans, man.
Right.
And it's just like, you get the aspect of just socialism.
Yeah. And not just that, like, you could take yourself to a different time in history and act like them, and, you know, like, be able to like build your own civilization and do all of that stuff with your boys. That's lit.
Bro, have you seen the Grand Theft Auto roleplay?
No.
So that's consistently one of the highest viewed video games on Twitch.
Okay.
Like, you gotta understand, on GTA Online, the roleplay servers, people are roleplaying like hard. Like, if you die, you don't like tap to like respawn. You wait for an ambulance. So like, they have enough like intelligence in the game that like, you'll get alerted if you sign up as like a paramedic or a cop or
wow.
So they have like services like that. So
they have like real life careers in the game.
Yeah.
So literally,
crazy,
bro, like, they role play like it's real.
Yeah.
So this guy's dying on the ground, doesn't get up, waits for the ambulance to come over. Like, "Sir, don't move. How old are you? Can you see how many fingers I'm holding up?" They're like, "What happened to you?" He's like, "I fell out of a helicopter." Right? And bro, and they're like, "Don't move."
My parachute didn't fall. The game lagged.
How's he just casually talking? Yeah, I just fell out of helicopter. You know?
No, but like, they go like, "Ow," right? And they do that.
Yeah, falling out of a helicopter is just an ow. You know?
Oh, don't worry, dog. It's a light sprain.
But they'll like put this guy in the back of the ambulance.
Make sure you pick up my lover when you're out of here, please.
Bro, they literally, to the point where they had a trainee emergency responder.
What?
So the guy was coaching her on what to do. He's like, "You got to check for the vitals, shine the light." So he's
I got skin in the game, baby.
So bro, she's teaching the trainee, brings him to the hospital, right? And I was just dying of laughter. And the same thing too, like, cops, like, they'll actually check like for people speeding, and they'll chase you, and like, you gotta follow the rules, right? Or else they will literally, like, in GTA, it's like the AI that'll follow you. Otherwise, these guys will be like, "This is a 5-star guy. We got to turn him in, and then he can take all of his money if he's caught breaking the law," right? Right. So it's hilarious to me. People are gonna comment on this shit like, these fucking boomers.
No, but I've seen a couple even of those Twitch lives, like, you know, Aiden Ross and these guys. You know, they do it. So he had like T Grizzly on. And T Grizzly was talking, but he's a rapper. He was talking about how he does GTA and basically what you were saying too. Like, they do that role playing, and they have like literally gangs. Yeah, they have gangs. So they reenact all these famous gangs that are out there right now, and they split up like that. And you'll have even like famous basketball players doing it too. So
that's crazy. Yeah.
A lot of these rappers are not even putting out music anymore, because they'll just live Twitch.
Because they realize they can keep it going by just being a presence on games and
it's
shit.
Ridiculous.
But honestly, if you get to that point, you just ride the cloud. Like,
that's what they're doing.
No one now play video games. That's like end goal for every guy.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I don't like. I respect them for it, because at the end of the day, they've come to realize their music's ass. There's no need to continue going down this road.
Because Michael's tried it.
Listen,
You signed up.
I've tried to keep it straight this podcast, but y'all keep throwing this shit at me like this. Coming,
keep getting those curveballs, fam.
Okay, I've been talking too much. Somebody throw an article. Somebody say something.
It's not an article, but I had a few things on my mind already, and then I forgot them. But this one I haven't forgotten because we've had COVID. Nick, Chelsea got a cat. Mm-hmm. We were talking about how YouTube sometimes, bro, it teaches us more than we learned in school. 100%. Because obviously we're here by ourselves and we have 2 cats now.
Yeah.
Cats don't just necessarily get along with each other. They're not like dogs or whatever. No. Like, cause they're predators, right? And when you put another cat in another one's space, it's like
territorial.
Yeah. Very territorial. Mm-hmm. So we've been learning through YouTube and shit how to properly feed them and get them integrated with each other, slowly. So it started day 1 where we fed them like fucking 20 meters apart from each other.
Yeah.
And we had like a screen in between them too, so they couldn't get to each other. Right? Yeah. Right. So they could actually see each other, which sometimes isn't recommended, but it was whatever. Anna didn't like it. Day 2, she got closer. Day 3, she got closer. Day 4, it was like they're right up to the screen. And then day 5, like we lifted the screen so they actually technically could touch each other, but they would just eat.
Yeah.
And now it's whatever it is, day 7 or 8, and it's gotten a little worse now because Dewey's made her way down to the Anna's area of the house.
Oh, downstairs in the basement.
Well, right there, the main area, which technically she had never been there before, and that's like Anna still views that as her spot. Right. So Anna were like bolted towards her, and I'm like, oh shit, and I grabbed Anna, and it was like. I think she's only like given her one like light smack once so far, but it's like
we'll get that.
It's crazy. We'll get it fixed, and it's like but you have to be real slow and like patient. Yeah. But no, we were saying like
but why is that?
YouTube's been super helpful. Like we didn't have YouTube. So? Well, if YouTube taught us how to train them to slowly get it so that they could. Because if we didn't have that. I guess you would have fucking not a vet, sorry, but like
animal trainer.
An animal trainer.
Yeah.
So that's anymore. That's one of those things, man, that I was talking about somebody yesterday. And, that was or it was on Friday. And we were talking about the reality of like, now people have the opportunity to learn whatever, like to Mike's point. And this is the same thing with even in the sales industry. And, the way that we've seen it with like tech people with like phone reviewers like Marcus Lee Brown. And like you're buying an iPhone not because any dipshit at Rogers sold you on the iPhone. You're watching YouTube video and you're buying the phone because some dudes online educated you, right? Like it's amazing how much more power those people get. And like specifically like animal trainers, like before you'd have to set up like a business. You have to take out newspaper ads. You have to set up like, maybe an actual lease in a building, to get discovered. Mm-hmm. But now it's just like, you literally some dude who just is good at training dogs that his ideas work, and it's justice by the people because prior to the dislike, which I still disagree with, I think that's really stupid because it's a way to be able to see, okay, this is like a well-received video because it's worked, right? For training, for cats. Like it's amazing. The barrier to entry for things have gotten so freaking low, but that's also the double-edged sword of why there's so many ding-dongs.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
So have they been like fighting at all, or is it just more of like when they see each other, it's like
it's more like one-sided because Dewey's very young. Dewey's like a kitten.
Yeah.
So Dewey's just play mode and doesn't really care. But then Dewey will get scared off when it realizes that Anna isn't messing around and Anna's not playing. Like, so Anna's just scared. She's got anxiety because she doesn't know what the hell's going on. Doesn't really look at it as like a little kitten. It might as well be the exact same size as her.
Yeah, right.
So like she'll like. Back will go up, and if they get close enough where it looks like it's going to be confrontational, you'll have the hiss, like that sort of thing. And then like one of her paws will like go up a little bit.
Ready for the smack.
And it's like ready for like a potential smack. Although her smacks are like, because I always play around with her smacks are like little like taps. The paws don't come out.
To you,
no. Even when she did it the one time. Yeah, I know that. Come on.
Dewey catching shots.
Yo, I have life advice for everybody.
What?
So if you ever buy a bag of Chicago mix, you guys like Chicago mix popcorn?
Oh yeah.
If you ever buy a bag of that, never open it from the top side. Always flip it upside down and open it from the bottom. That's a life hack. It's a life hack because all the caramel ones are heavy and they sink to the bottom. Yep. So when you open it from the bottom, you shake it and the caramel ones sink down and you get a proper mix. That's a proper life hack.
That's a fact, bro. I used to always do that too when I went to the Colonel.
Yeah.
And they seal it for you. You just
open it upside down.
You gotta flip it first.
Is that a red flag if somebody doesn't flip it?
Yeah, of course.
Major red
flags. They don't know what the hell they're doing. How are you approaching the situation? Come on, man.
Do you ever have people who like take their jobs too seriously? Like you think about like what the position is, what the job is, and what they're taking.
Insecurity, yeah.
Well, like yeah. So,
do you think it's insecurity?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Bro, me and Sean on New Year's Day, so it was like lunchtime New Year's Day, or New Year's Eve day, sorry.
Yeah.
And we go to the movie theaters. We're gonna watch The Matrix.
Yeah.
And we're hungry, and because of the new restrictions, like pretty brand new at the time, you can't do popcorn and stuff in the thing. It ruins the whole vibe. So we're like,
can't get popcorn?
No, you can't. You can't get any drinks, and you have to have your mask on the whole time in the theater. That's what the new restrictions were at the time, right?
Or you could just sneak in some snacks.
Yeah. So we went to we got like wraps before we went into the theater, and we put the wraps in our jackets and stuff. Mm-hmm. And we walked up, and the guy waiting at the front of the theater, waiting for her to look at our ticket. He's like, oh, let me see it. So we give the tickets, and he could probably smell the wraps on us. And we didn't think about that. But he's like, by the way, no eating in there. And we're just like, okay, sure. Yeah, no problem. So we go in, and the theater is empty.
Obviously, you went to the movie at noon, brother.
Nobody in the theater. There was one guy at the third row to the front by himself, and there was a couple in the middle by themselves. And then me and Sean went up to the top, like second last row.
Smart. You're supposed to go to the top right corner.
Lover's Point.
So exactly, Lover's Point. So I don't know if this guy was trying to get a sneak peek of us making out or something or whatever. Bro, for the first like hour and 20 minutes of the movie, he kept coming into the theater, and he would walk all the way up to the top, and he would stand behind us and watch us. We couldn't eat the wraps. We had to put the wraps on the ground, and we're like, bro, there is literally no one within 100 meters of us. Like, stop. This is
Did you call him out on it though?
No.
Why would you not be confrontational?
Eventually he went down, and I was literally eating off the ground. Like I had the wrap open, and I was eating it piece by piece because I couldn't keep it up there because he was always somewhere in the theater watching us. It's like, you're doing too much. Like, I understand.
Call him out.
If this place was full, I get it. I get the rules, whatever. This place is not full. There's 3 people in the entire theater.
Bro, that's so stupid, man. You know, I would have called them out on it, and actually on top of that, I would have went and spoke to the manager, got a refund for my ticket, get a refund for my ticket because bro, I was being harassed throughout the whole movie. I wasn't sure what was going on. I wasn't comfortable. Yeah, I wasn't comfortable, bro.
Give him a bad Google review.
Yeah,
what? That's bro, true. I would have put him on the spot. I would have been like, are you getting paid extra for this?
Yeah.
Are you security?
Why are you wasting? Make him feel stupid.
Yeah. Why are you wasting your time, bro?
Yeah.
But you're right though. It's always the security people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Walmarts or the theaters. Or just come on, it's not that serious.
Walmart security.
Why are you laughing?
Can't let him know, fam.
Tell us. I'll believe that one out. No. Only if Michael wants to talk about it. I can't.
What happened?
I can't talk about that.
Michael. I can't talk about that. We've been saving this one for 6 weeks, bro.
I can't talk about that one.
He brought it up. What brings it up to that?
Tell us.
I can't talk about that one.
Man, back in the day when I was a minor.
Yeah.
You know, me and a couple people at like lunchtime of high school, we went to a Walmart at Square One, and your boy, you know, tried to rob a USB. and me and another guy who had both done it because peer pressure and shit. We both have it like our jacket pockets, whatever. And as a fucking USB, I know. Okay, I was really dumb. The guy stops us at the thing, and he's like, sir, like, open up your jacket. He knew exactly where the USB was because they were watching me on cameras or whatever. So me and the other guy that did it, we had to open it up, and then we got taken into security. We were minors, so we weren't. We were just barred from the Walmart for like 2 years. I had a phone call. My dad has to come pick me up because they're not going to let me like off the property without an adult or whatever coming to pick me up. So my dad comes, they explain to him what happened. He's like looking at me, obviously furious, right? And I'm like, I'm a dumbass. I can't believe I've done this. And he's like, what did he try robbing? And they're like, oh, it's a USB. And he's like, I actually need one of those. I'll buy it. I'm like, bro, you're not making this look. It looks like you sent me in. Now it looks like you sent me in to rob a and bro, he bought the USB.
I'm gonna need one of those USB.
He bought the USB, and to this day he uses it, bro.
Yo, he did not.
How many gigabytes?
I can't remember. Probably like the lightest amount.
Bro, I cannot believe he said that, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yo,
that's hilarious.
But I was definitely in some serious punishment for a while for that,
bro. So what? What happened after that?
I can't remember I don't think I went to square one for 2 years. I think I just stayed off the square one grounds entirely for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then, as soon as the 2 years was up, I was there partying.
Yeah,
you can't do shit.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, 100%. Yo, man. The things we used to do, man,
but those security irate because they didn't overreact and they understood.
They were wearing like regular clothes, right? They weren't.
No, the guy was like kind of like a uniform.
Oh, he was wearing uniform?
Yeah.
Oh.
Were you there?
I was there, yeah.
I know like Amir and stuff was there.
I was there, yeah.
My favorite thing is Walmart when they hired like the greeters.
Yeah.
They're basically like, I don't know why they hired those people. Because they just
like
stand at the front.
The ones right at the escalator?
Hello?
Like, why are you standing at the escalator? Like,
or just like at the front prior to security. Man.
Yeah.
They'd have those people who like stand in front of the like shopping cart where you pull the shopping cart out. Like, hello, like why is that needed?
That's so unnecessary. Like,
it's just I don't know.
Even the one with the escalator, I always wonder. Like, the guy's just standing there. I'm trying to go down.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Go ahead, sir." Is that your job?
I was gonna go.
He was going there regardless. You thought I was gonna moonwalk onto it, bro?
You're only getting in here because I'm allowing it. Like, relax,
make sure you step on it right, okay? But I can probably understand what the issue is because you know what I've noticed, man. A lot of like older people, they have like some sort of fear of escalators and like
technology,
bro. So
what if it sucks me in?
I seen this where like there was an old lady, so she wasn't too sure of herself, so she placed her hand on like right on the railing, but the railing obviously it's moving, right? So she's holding it. And she's still trying to figure out which foot she wants to put on. But she's still moving forward. She's still moving, right? So she's about to fall over, right? So somebody just grabs her and like I guess it was a family member. And
1,000 Ways to Die, bro.
That could have been an episode right there, bro. Like,
bro, and the way that show used to work is like she fell on the escalator, and at that point she had a heart attack.
Yeah,
but the heart attack didn't kill her. It was a fucking bee sting. It was a bee, and she didn't die because it stung her. It went down her throat and it blocked her trachea, and she died of suffocation.
You know, a little thing that irks me, bro, is people. Thing that irks me is
that gives me the ick.
The icky.
Yeah,
is people on the escalator who just go down as slow as possible without moving. That's fine, but they don't get to one of the sides and they stand right in the middle, so nobody else can walk past them because everyone moves at different speeds. Okay, we're not all.
Yeah, you should.
We don't all have an hour in the Walmart. Okay, like let's just,
bro.
You're right.
Let's keep it moving. I get to the side or keep it moving.
I remember when I was in the UK, right? Like these people are constantly on the move. Like so, what you're talking about right now on the escalators, bro. There's nobody that's actually just standing there and just waiting for it to go down. Like people are just running down all day, all day. And my ass, me being slow and just chilling, vibing and stuff like that, bringing my lazy ass ways over there.
Especially when you're a tourist too.
Oh yeah,
you want to make sure you look right.
Yeah, So I'm just standing on there and I see people are blowing by me. I'm just like,
facts.
Yo, relax. Everybody calm down, man.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know. You learn something different from different countries, I guess, man.
I guess so, man. Yo, something I was wondering before the break. How come a guy can squat like 3 plates, but he can't hold a fart?
What? First of all, releasing farts is healthy for you.
First of all,
we don't do it because we like it. We do it because it's healthy.
Okay, sure, but somebody has enough strength to like squash 3 plates at the gym, and they can't even have the strength to hold their cheeks together.
But that's outside forces. You can't handle inside forces.
This man just said outside forces.
Outside
like it's a thing.
Yeah, you can't. The weight is different. But once it's inside you, fam, it's a buildup. You can't contain that.
You ever let it go. Have you ever farted and it sounds like a whoopee cushion?
No,
bro, first of all, I don't know why you're talking, bro. You have the wettest farts, bro. But you know what his thing is always his go-to saying is like, bro, it doesn't smell though.
It doesn't smell.
Like to you, to you it may not.
Go get COVID and it won't smell you too.
Yo, bro, your shit be so loud, bro.
Yeah, they do be loud. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god, I can't believe. How did you start explaining that like it was a science? So basically, that's the outside force. You had an answer.
I started tapping it. I was waiting for that moment my whole life.
Oh, I got this one.
Let me take it from here, boss. Man, bro.
Yo, Callie, hit us with an article, man. What would you want to talk about?
Man, I was just gonna talk about like so basically, you know how I was talking about the other day with one of my friends. I was like, yo, being a photographer, if you think about it, like it must kind of suck. Like when you like down the line, when you get older and stuff like that, you're living your whole life behind a lens, right? You're capturing all these moments. Do you actually like remember these things, or are you like relying more on the camera to capture these moments for you, right?
Gotcha.
You know, because I don't know if you guys, that was my thought process behind it. I don't know if you guys have any takes on that, but I was like, there's no way that they're living in the moment. There's no way.
You're not.
I understand. Like, it depends. You see the people who will go on like a vacation or a trip or something, and they're not living in the moment. And like, all that matters is they just get a million photos.
Yeah.
Which is whatever. If that's what they enjoy doing, that's what they enjoy doing. Definitely being able to look back on photos is a really good feeling.
Of course.
And when you don't have photos to look back on, your memory fades. Your memory will go.
Really?
Like, living in the moment is one thing, but your memory will go. Really? Your memory fades?
Listen, no, because
all right, so you're going to describe the particles and the forces with your ass cheeks,
okay, nobody
and the science, but you don't know about memory fading as you get older?
No, bro, I totally disagree, because like moments in your life that really stay with you, they don't go unless, bro, you get hit with Alzheimer's.
I politely disagree, because there's so many studies when you get people involved, and you get them like there's so many studies. You'll get people to like recall events of like an accident or like something that's happened. Right. And, people will remember a red scarf as a blue one.
Yeah.
And the bald guy is a guy with a hat.
Right.
So just memory is not like.
So yeah, like even right now. So there was an article that I was reading on as well. So there was this a professor at a university in Connecticut. She conducted like a study where she had like a bunch of participants. She took them to a museum, right? So she had some of the participants take photos of like the art and everything like that, right? And then she told the other participants, don't take no photos, right? Yeah. So then the next day she got them together and wanted them to like describe the pieces, right?
Yeah.
So obviously the people that were taking the pictures were not able to recall like all the fine details of everything that was going on, right? Okay. But on the other hand, the people that were actually just observing the photos, I mean the art pieces and stuff, were able to like recall like significant details of each art piece, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying. I was like, basically like, if you think about it, like photographers, as much as they capture these moments, yeah, sure. Like what you said is like, of course, it's good to have pictures, right? But are you really like solidifying and those memories and keeping and making memories?
It depends. Like, so I get it. I understand where you're going. What I do when I take photos on like a trip, like let's say I visited Banff, okay?
Right.
When you're there, you want to take a bunch of photos because shit's beautiful as hell. And here's the thing: photos will never do places like that justice. Too, they look great in the photos. It doesn't even come close.
The size of them, the scale, man, you just never
breathtaking, right?
So, but what I do on trips like this, I spend like let's say 15 to 20 minutes taking photos of like let's say a whole like hike or like a whole marine lake and all that, right?
Right.
And then I spend another hour taking it in. So I take my photos, but I also do the thing. Now, if you're spending 15 minutes and you're taking photos and then you dip, then that's those are the people who are going to forget. Those are the people who aren't going to have the memories of the places. Like they're living behind a camera. And
bro,
that's it.
like for example, like like when you go on like tours and stuff like that. For example, if you go on like let's just say like somewhere famous, right? Wherever it is, right? So you know how they have usually people lined up, and they tell them, "Hey, this is a tour. You're gonna look through this place, this section, and all that stuff, right?" So majority of people, you'll find them with their cameras out, right, and taking photos of all of these things and stuff like that. Yeah, they're not really experiencing.
So best way too, I always put it is I always wonder why people like gyp themselves at a concert. Because like the amount of people that will live a concert through their fucking cell phone,
bro,
that shit pisses me off. And then
like, why are you going live? Why are you going live? Yeah.
And then you can't like it's all distorted. It's all shit. It's like people who live there. There's so many people when you go to a concert, and I can't wait to go back to those. But like, I just don't know why people do that.
Well, I mean, there's to each their own. Like if that's really what they want to do, but I understand what you're saying.
The best part of a song, though,
I know.
That's where they film. You just robbed yourself.
I know. I know. I wish you could.
People always do it at the best part.
I wish you could tell them that. I know. I wish they could understand. You could say like, listen,
like
trust me, put it away. Like, there's no need for that. Like,
experience
and today's day and age, bro, you'll find somebody with the clip out there, anyways.
Exactly. So you can relive it. Yeah. Just like the tour stop.
Yeah. It's not like you having that. Like, oh, you have this video. That means you were there. Like, you're not in that video anyways. Like, like,
good point, bro.
Like, and the hardest thing for me, I think, the hardest experience for me to like put a camera away and like experience that moment was when I was in South Africa on the safari. When you have like lions and like elephants and all that like running in front of you, giraffes, and like you want to get those photos though. Like you want to get some good photos, but also you want to just put it away and experience it.
Right. No, you know, like I think like in a situation like that, especially like I don't know if you were with family. Were you by yourself?
I was with my mom. Yeah.
So one of the people that you're with, you just tell them, listen, you take the photos.
Khaled, I love your style, man.
Very. I don't know.
Here's the deal.
Listen,
I'm gonna put my AirPods in. You're gonna shut the fuck up and you're gonna take photos for me. And if you try and speak with me,
I'm trying to take this in. All right. So do not ruin my memories.
What are you trying to take in?
I'm trying to take in this freaking lion running up at me right now, fam. That's what I'm trying to take in.
He sidestepped you, Mike.
Yeah,
You can't be. You miss Kamar. Explain to me the guy's like, you know, he comes. So first of all, let's talk about Kamar's grooming habits. So Kamar was
whoa, why? What happened?
Kamar was in this house for 2 days over the break. He came back from San Fran.
Yeah.
Saw him for maybe like 2 hours.
Okay.
Basically,
saw more in the bathroom.
Why? Wasn't he staying with you?
He was in the bathroom the whole time.
What?
So like he would go and he would get ready and he would take like literally like an hour and a half. Like so before his workday started. And keep in mind, it's because like he was on the San Fran time, like his work day, so he 3 hour grace, right?
Yeah.
So he didn't have to start till like what was it like
11? I think
it's whatever, something like that. Yeah. So this guy was literally in the bathroom. He gets up at like 8. He kind of hangs with us for like half an hour. I was like, gotta get ready.
Yeah.
Literally in the bathroom for an hour and a half, bro. I don't even know what he's doing. I hear things moving around. Then it's quiet. Then the water's running. It wasn't even a shower.
Just the sink would be running. You know, he'd have the door open sometimes. He'd be like fixing his do-rag or stuff like that. But it's like, bro, this is not a makeup session.
Is he cutting his own hair?
No,
I don't know. And he would leave the door open for the majority of it. So you could walk by and be like, okay, he's like in front of the mirror.
Yeah, he's not like in there jerking off.
No. Yeah. So but it's just like half an hour ago you were doing your hair. Now you're still doing your hair.
So you're still doing your hair.
And he would just be, and he was like, and so the night that he was leaving, he's like, I have to pack. Literally took like an hour to pack his suitcase.
Why?
Literally disappeared.
Did he take out everything?
No, that's the thing. Half of it was still in there.
What's up with this guy?
I don't know. And it's not like he's going back on the plane. Like he's going to somebody else's house.
He was going to Sean's.
He's not packing shit for customs.
When I went, because I stayed over with Sean for 2 days with Kamar as well. And it was so funny because Kamar had his own room. I was just on the couch in the main room. And Kamar, no. First of all, sorry. Kamar goes into the bathroom 30 minutes before Sean went into his own bathroom, right? So Kamar goes into the bathroom, says he has to take a dump. Yeah. You know, whatever, wash his hands, brush his teeth.
Yeah.
So he goes to go take his dump. Then Sean, like 35 minutes later, goes to take a shower. Sean took a shower, got all dried up, freshed up, cologne, whatever, brushed his teeth, came out, did some things for the cats, and he says, "Where's Kamar?" I said, "Kamar's still taking a dump." It was like an hour now that he had been in the bathroom. No way. And we both laughed. We're like, "Yo, bro, Kamar, what's going on?" And Sean's like, "That's not possible, bro. I did all this in the meantime." I'm like,
what kind of shit takes an hour?
Bro, time bends in that bathroom. When he's in there,
what the flip?
Time breaks. Like, you know, like Interstellar or whatever, where like a minute in space or whatever feels, it's like 10 years back on Earth.
Yeah.
When Kamar goes into the bathroom, fucking 1 minute there is fucking.
I never understood that though. Why would you need to take that long to get rid of the,
we gotta, I don't know, but I love the mystery of it. I never want to find out.
But it's crazy
because the funny part is he's not the door open.
Yeah, he leaves the door open, but not just that. Yeah. You know, he's not sitting on his phone in the bathroom.
Not on his phone.
Because he ain't responding to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fact, dude. Yeah. He had a lot of time to respond.
Honestly. You know they say like never meet your heroes, right? Never find out what Kamar does in the bathroom.
Yeah, just leave it. It's just one of those things that he's gonna take to the grave with him, bro.
Just don't ask.
There's a whole lot of anime.
Just appreciate the mystery and don't take any photos.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's it, bro.
Live in the moment.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a bunch of photos he's taking.
Selfies.
Maybe he's just taking a bunch of selfies.
He's probably like one of those guys that you have to take a picture every day of your life. You know, one of those guys.
And he's making a documentary every time he goes in the bathroom.
Yeah. There was a guy
and there's gonna be a photo of him growing up.
Bro.
You know,
I saw it. There was an article talking about a guy. I think it was like in Indonesia. Internet can correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But whatever. He was
they will.
Yeah. That's your job. It's not mine. So he was like taking a picture every day for 2 years.
Okay.
And then he sold it as an NFT, and people bought it for like, I think he sold it for like a couple mil. I'm like, bro.
Okay, so
your mom doesn't even want to see these pictures every day.
That's true.
Why
this is nice, honey.
If I send my mom a photo of myself
every day.
By day 5, she's not responding anymore. First 2 she'll like. Second one will be the cute hearty emoji.
Why are you sending
then
these?
that's it. That's it. My mom's done.
She might even block your ass after
The 5th day she might say, "Get a life, loser."
Bro,
You're like, what's wrong with this guy?
So like NFTs, I don't think people understand. Like,
Yeah.
So right now the value of them is fucking none. It's all hype train. But like once it starts unlocking actual real world value,
Okay, like what?
people are going to lose their minds. Okay, so understand, don't think of it right now as the commodity of just like a token, like a value.
Okay.
Once people start assigning actual meaning behind these things. So like I think so Gary Vee was one of the first people who started this whole Ponzi scheme because he got all the influencers in a call. He's like, you guys have to
Do you
buy
think it's a Ponzi scheme?
So it is right now. It is undoubtedly.
It's like a money laundering thing,
It pretty much is, but like the unique thing about what he did is he attributed value to one of his. I think he called them like V friends or whatever, and they're piece of shit drawings, but they're like 20 grand. But like what it does now is it gives you functionality at his events. So it basically gives you like exclusivity at his events for a certain amount of visits or tours or access, right?
So what, you just show the photo when you come in?
Well, yeah, your NFT, you present it, and now
yeah.
this is like your coupon, right?
Okay.
So the idea is now, like, imagine you could trade that to the end of time, and this is always worth the value of being in a certain club with Gary. But like, fast forward when you start thinking about it, like in terms of like careers, right? So imagine, there's even for skilled professions, like imagine like, and funny enough, like let's use trades guys, right? Imagine there's this kind of NFT that was like once you have, once you pay enough for it as like your certification, it's like you almost look at it as like it's exclusivity to like a membership. So, or even better examples like entrepreneurs. Imagine having this particular NFT was basically just forget the idea of it being an NFT. You're paying a certain amount of money to gain exclusive access to be one of these card holders.
Right.
So imagine you get access to all these really smart entrepreneurs who specialize in I don't know foreign whatever
trades or whatever,
in furniture making.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think once people start attributing the value back to them of what it grants you, like the knowledge and exclusivity it grants you, rather than it just being like a picture for the sake of a picture,
Right.
that's when it's actually going to be a conduit to like huge value. But like it's not anything new. It's just taking place in a digital form.
Right. Yeah.
That's the point of it right now, or what will be the future point of it. But like you got to imagine as well too, like people, how long do you grind in Call of Duty for a golden gun skin?
Yeah, that took a while.
At what point do you stop enjoying it? Pretty much right away.
Yeah. But
You don't enjoy it, right?
No, yeah.
But the point is, people will do this.
There's an end goal
for the golden.
It's for that. Yeah, it's for that. For that trophy, for the prestige.
It shows you, hey, this guy, he's been grinding for a while.
Yeah.
Exactly. So imagine you take that same principle that people acknowledge. Right. So once you've reached a certain skill cap, like you basically, and again, with NFTs, like people think about them right now in the application where they have no value. If you were able to sit in Microsoft Teams and you could show that as a certification, like you had like a golden frame around your thing,
but that's
because it meant
though.
you were, but
Because it can be purchased.
Yeah, but eventually, no. It could be like once you reach a certain rank, then you can pay for it, type of thing. Right.
Okay.
But I think people too, like you place the value on skins and all those, any video game that's ever existed.
Yeah, Fortnite, all this.
Once you realize that people are starting to spend like 20 hours, every waking moment online in front of the internet, you're gonna find that people start spending the majority of their money just on digital things that don't exist.
Because that's your reality. It's your reality.
Yeah. So like imagine like if you live in the city. Like, first of all, you don't even need a car. You just Uber everywhere.
Yeah.
You don't have any expenses besides mortgage, whatever. If you're super rich, how do you show off to people? Show off to them by like the skins that you get. And, I know those are like the two sides of things, like the vanity of NFTs in terms of collectible, but like the other realm is that of just expertise.
But don't you think that could also take you to like a place of arrogance? Like,
it's going there, of course. It's just another thing to collect.
Yeah, it's like, I have this. You don't have that, type of thing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But I think once people start understanding that it can be used in those types of ways, and to leverage knowledge and groups of people and access to things, then you're gonna start.
I mean, I think
realizing.
to some degree they're doing that now, because I'm pretty sure there was one guy that was selling his NFT, I think he had a couple, and if you bought it, like you were invited to like this celebrity party or something like that, right? Exclusive. So it's like shit like that. I guess you can, it grants you that exclusive experience, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Collecting things has long been a human thing, like since the beginning of time.
Pokemon cards.
We started with like our things. But like 99% of the reasoning for collecting things has to be a stunt, right? Like, let's say if you lived in the world by yourself, would you be collecting things?
If you have, like,
if there was nobody else in your life, nowhere, would you be collecting those things and putting them up in your house?
It's not. It's a mix between like the drive of like social, to show your success, but I think also it's like the human conquest. Like we are programmed to like just win completely. So like if you see
to never stop.
Like if imagine you're caveman, you live alone, you don't see any other people, you get bored. Imagine there's fucking 5 types of birds. One's a blue one, one's a red one, and one's a yellow one. You'll probably want to like kill and save all those birds, or maybe you want to keep all of them as a pet. Yeah, it starts like that, bro. It starts like that.
Your own like you're competing with yourself basically.
We do kind of have that.
It's true.
It's almost like it's a good and it's a sickness.
It is, because even like even with the rich and famous, it's like, okay, all right, everybody has this car. Okay, so what am I gonna do next?
Exactly.
I'm gonna buy this yacht. Well, now guess what? I'm gonna take a trip to space because only an exclusive club of people.
You've got these guys, there, man. Like it's super billionaires. Thing is, like that's one thing. You always get these people, whether they're whatever kind of celebrities they are, and they become millionaires, whatever. And then let's say they're worth like 10, 15, 20 million dollars, and the regular people like ourselves or whatever will look and be like, yo, why are they still trying to do this, that, and the next thing? So like. Once they're worth 20 million, next is 50.
They're never satisfied.
They're never going to be satisfied.
Exactly.
The price of how they live life just goes up and up and up, and they're not satisfied until they'll never be satisfied.
It's not just it's the social acceptance, right? Because once you realize you become rich, let's just say you're a millionaire now, right? You're attending millionaire meetings, and then you realize, there's a lounge over there where these guys are like, okay, these guys are billionaires, right?
Yeah.
And you're not getting that access. A lot of people are looking you off. Yeah. And you notice, okay, so guess what I got to do? If I want to be with those guys, I got to get to the next level, right?
It's just like what humans do.
It's never ending, bro. It's never ending until, guess what? You land in your grave and you realize, I've been chasing my whole life and not enjoying what I got.
Yeah, not enjoying what you have.
Yo, do you think North Korea is going to release any NFTs?
The hell? Bro. I don't know, man. Why'd you bring that up? Why do you say that, first of all?
Imagine they just help the citizens of Pyongyang. And it's just like, we're going to pay for food stamps this month because we're gonna release some exclusive North Korean NFTs.
One thing I will say about them.
He can put like his leather jackets as an NFT. Because apparently nobody else is allowed to wear that jacket or his haircut.
That's true. And you make different versions of him.
Yeah.
Well, Michael, you were going to say something.
I was just going to say, bro, like they had to have seen COVID coming. Like they had shit on lock. They weren't letting shit in.
Yeah. They were. That's true.
That's true.
Did they still fail with COVID or did they get COVID somehow?
I don't know.
They probably did. There's people still coming in. Like
because the people traveling in and out.
Yeah, there's still people coming in. So they got to.
Yeah.
No, if North Korea wanted to be truly dominant, they would go to space.
Yeah.
Is that the thing now?
Yeah.
Earth is lame, bro.
Yeah, clearly. If Bezos and all these...
Has he gone yet?
Bezos?
He did, right?
They touched the edge.
Yeah, just the tip.
Just the tip.
Why?
Just the tip.
What do you mean, why? He just said, this is good enough.
Just the tip of
I just wanted to tell people down there that
it's one step at a time. It's like our cats, right? You just do one.
Gradual.
It's gradual. We'll go again. Trust me, he's got money. He's got bands. He'll go again.
Yeah.
He's got stacks,
Yeah, he's got stacks.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. He's been looking jacked lately too.
Yeah, he's got nothing to do but human engineer himself. Yeah, you're right. So once people reach like,
do you think he even works out? He probably just goes into like a
of course he works out.
Some sort of like chamber where it just enhances his body.
Yeah, maybe.
He's on the keto diet.
The keto.
You guys ever watch the Disney Christmas parade? Khalid, I know you don't.
Oh, good lord, no, bro. So, I hate that. I'm sorry. I don't like. I love
all
Christmas time.
Characters?
I love Christmas time, bro. I hate that the parade stuff and all that. I just don't vibe with it. I don't know. It's too happy for me.
So it's funny because Chelsea's family they watch that every year. It's just like tradition.
Okay.
The Christmas parade is like Donald Duck on the float. Here comes Goofy, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny because like it's tradition, whatever. But I look at it and I laugh. I'm like, there's no difference between this and the North Korean, parade in the streets, like them showing their tanks down the street and the dance routines. If I didn't know what Disney was, this is the exact same thing.
It's a flex, right? We got these things ready, locked and loaded.
We got here come the 40 missile launchers.
Here, Donald Duck is strapped. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, don't play with Donald, boy.
This year's Donald Duck is sponsored by.
And then what? Like I think I've seen like a few like here and there, but
bro,
like,
it's just like
what did they have like Santa on like a
like whatever
on a pedestal,
Mickey Mouse with like a Santa hat, whatever. Like, I'm not knocking it, but I just laugh at it. I'm like, I would derive the same amount of entertainment watching North Korean tanks roll down the street and the people pointing. Well,
I don't think it's meant for you, bro. I think it's meant for the kids.
I know, but even when I was young, I felt the same way. Bro, when I was like 6 years old, I was like, I'd rather be watching
North Korea flex with the
of course, waving flags and flags of Disney World, bro. It's the same thing.
If you're ever struggling with money, find yourself move to Manhattan. Just go buy an Elmo costume, bro, and go make money on the street.
That's true.
What do you mean? Why?
Bro, the amount of costumes near Times Square in Manhattan is so dumb, bro. And they all want money to take photos. They're all dressed up as the same things, bro. Batman, Elmo.
Yeah.
The same stupid shit.
And they're charging.
They're all like 6 foot tall, and they all walk around like creeps, and they'll find the families and the kids everywhere, and they'll walk right up to you like they're gonna harass you, and you're like you're left in this spot of like, because they want the kids, right? Because the kids, oh my god, it's so cool, Elmo. I want to take a photo. Can I get a photo? And then here's the photo. Come on, $5, like
no.
And the parents will be like. And they'll do it, and then 2 steps later, the kids are, oh my god, it's another Elmo, and the Elmo will come up
that's so
if you're going to Times Square and you have a kid in the future, never bring your kid, bro. Just go to Times Square you'll save a lot of money.
Just a life hack when you're going on vacation. Leave your kid at home.
Leave your kid at home, bro. You'll save a lot of money.
Bro, it's the same thing too, like Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh yeah.
There's like 7 dudes and they're all Batman.
they're all just
bro, like, can you guys at least like
but
at least can you guys like get together and like schedule this?
Yeah.
Like today I'll put on the Batman fit. You do Superman, and
they hate each other.
Of course.
Those 5 say, oh, bro, it's probably like a turf wars, bro.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
There's probably like.
You wouldn't believe that, bro. The Hispanic Batman came on my side, bro, today. I don't know what's his problem.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Hispanic Batman, black Batman, white Batman.
Nah, man, they got to do a better job of that. Like, you guys schedule it. And then, at least you can look like you're out here being the Avengers.
Man, money's money.
You know?
I'm going to be out there every day.
A lie? 100%.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm going to get it by any means. Batman suit or not.
Yo, we're just over an hour.
Yeah.
If you guys want one more article or we'll talk about anything else.
Article, what's that?
I don't know.
Yeah, right? This guy out here.
Never heard of it.
This guy out here
So
wearing
basically, the reason is external forces.
Wild ass boy.
That was the most scientific thing this guy dropped.
Wild ass boy.
Yeah, so as you get older, you lose your memory a little bit. What?
Yeah,
bro.
I don't believe with that. I don't disagree.
Shut up.
I don't agree with that.
Don't tell me that, fam. I'm not ready.
I love that.
Not ready for that kind of information.
Oh my god, bro.
But old people be low key like, I don't know, man. They be so bitter, man. They be so bitter, bro. You guys don't find that?
I think it's a stereotype.
You think it's a stereotype?
Yeah.
I think so here's one thing. I think as you get older, you become more tired, right?
Right.
And I think our faces often don't have big smiles on them all the time as you get older.
Yeah.
So when you're watching
your
someone,
lines go.
You just naturally. It doesn't mean you're upset.
Don't blame it on the lines, bro.
No.
Don't do that.
But basically, as you get older, you just get a natural resting bitch face. And people view that like you're upset all the time, and I don't think they are. I think it's just taken like.
Yeah.
I used to think like that too. I used to think old people were.
Why so angry? Yeah. Why are you so cheesed?
Yeah. But I don't like for some. They're just grumpy because they've been through some shit.
All right.
They've been through more shit than we have.
Let's take a real life situation. All right, Miss Demansky.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. You're telling me
this isn't the first time she's come up in the spot.
Yeah. Yo, Miss Demansky. By the way, what was she? Geography? Oh no.
No, English.
Was it English?
English
teacher. So when we this is high school. She was always angry. Like for some reason, I don't know what it was, but she came to work every day, and her one mission was, you know what? I'm gonna make sure that I get these kids to hate me as much as possible.
You have those teachers, bro. You have those teachers.
Just doing the most.
You guys are not allowed to talk about teachers badly.
Oh no, we're not talking about teachers in general. You know, I mean, Nick thinks teachers suck, but.
Yeah, that was the 2021 me.
2022, right?
Yeah.
What was your New Year's resolution? Stop taking shots at teachers. I'm gonna let them live, fam.
Yeah.
You know, teachers have it good, bro. They get summers off. You know, they got a lot of holidays. Great people.
No comment from Nick.
I'm not taking the bait. I'm not taking the bait. You guys are
trying to reel him in.
You guys are not getting me to throw hands on the first podcast back. Nice try. Go fish. Fuck you.
All right, guys, man. That's the end of the episode, man. Appreciate everybody that came and joined us today. You know, and episode 27. It's a wrap.
Is this my last podcast in my 20s, bro? I'll be 30 next time we do a pod.
God. Why'd you age yourself like that?
Yeah, bro. It's
Why
the
would you do
wrinkles.
that?
It's the wrinkles.
Bro.
Don't tell anybody that.
Dirty.
I might not remember by the time the next pod comes out. I might not remember this
That's
one.
true. What? Memory fades?
Dirty 30, eh?
This one's going to be a dirty one.
Bro, you were dirty way before the 30. I'm going to tell you that.
Yeah.
What?
What? Yeah, what were you planning to put on that thumb drive you stole? We know. Okay, it's over. That's a wrap.
Dirty ass USB.
Take it easy, everybody. Bye.